Hey, dear Rise Up! How are you doing? So, welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam Allen. To those who don't know me, I'm a business and mindset coach. To those who are new here, great to have you here, guys. And I help entrepreneurs to become leaders in their field and become fearless and actually making the action, having the plan, and have the clarity. So, for today, I'm going to go with you on my top 5 books for 2020. That was amazing. Yeah, we are in 2021, but I really wanted to share with you my top 5 for 2020 that helps me a lot to grow this year. So, what are those top 5? Before that, I want to do some honorable mentions that I found very, very good. So let's start. Cheers, guys. So some honorable mentions. I will say I every 2 years or once in a while, I'm going and read that book again. This book changed my life. When I first read it, there's so many concepts that every great coach, every great mentor, that even Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brendan Bouchard, all those great people actually use those tools from this book. So if you haven't guessed that, what kind of book is it? You're welcome to guess in the comment below before I'm going to share it. Taking a sip from my coffee. So if you guessed right, that is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, it's amazing and incredible book that gives you a lot of the concepts of first the mindset, because everything starts with the mindset, into the actual tools. Because as you know, guys, 80% is mindset, 20% is the action. Now, if you're not in the right mindset, if you have limiting belief, if you don't believe that you actually can go through, what kind of action will it take? Poor, right? What kind of a result will you get? Poor, right? Poor results. Because if the mindset is not there, how can you actually get there? So this book actually gives you the fundamentals to put your head through, and also the plan and how can you actually make it through to become rich. Think and Grow Rich. So this is one of my favorite books, and I wanted to start with that because it's an honorable mention, because this book, I'm sure you heard of it. I'm sure you heard of it. I'm sure you read it. And if you haven't, go right now, put it on top of your list, go and read it. I would love to know, guys, have you read it? If you did, what kind of breakthroughs you had? What is your main breakthrough that you had from this book? I heard that on the Audible, and I will show you some more books on the Audible, because this is my favorite way to actually hearing books. That way you can reach so many books like that. And I'm not sponsoring in any way. I just want to say that's a clear and easy way to finish books. If you are washing the dishes, if you're going out for a walk, whatever you do, you can hear a book and you finish it like that. Before that, prior to that, as you know, guys, I got injured in the army 10 years ago. And since then, I have this really issue to focus on reading. And I finished like one book a day. And when I started with Audible, I finished books like that. This year alone, 25 books. That's my highest score. I'm not here to say brag, but to show you how much audiobooks can change your life and actually learn more and achieve more and implement more just by hearing books. So this one I really recommend. It's called the Wealth and Wisdom Classic. You got Think and Grow Rich, great book. The Science of Getting Rich, you can skip that. It's not so great book. I really recommend you guys to skip it, because Think and Grow Rich give you the most fundamental, but you got also the War of Art. Also an honorable mention before I start to my top 5. amazing and incredible book. How can you actually, how strategy can help you to go through your life, because it's not just for war, it's for our life. For example, how actually when you know your field, when you prepare and know who's your competitors, then you actually know how to reach people. You know how to actually enter the field and not getting so complicated with what the hell should I do, because you learn from your competitors. You know the territory, you know where you're going. This is one concept from there. So one more for one more really good book that I want to say to you, really good honorable mention, and that is, are you ready, guys? High Performance Habits. If you ever heard about that, Brendon Burchard, whew, he's such amazing with his energy and what he's bringing, the value that he's bringing. So High Performance Habits, really amazing book by Brendon Burchard, where it gives you how to actually implement new habits. What are the good habits that can take you forward, take you higher, faster? And that is why I really love this book, because it really gives you how to also be consistent and not procrastinating, and know where you're heading with the habits. Because if you don't have the right habits, you're missing out. You're missing out a lot on where should you go and what should you do. Does that make sense? If it does, comment below, makes sense. Okay, so we're done with the honorable mention. And are you ready for the top 5? Give me some drum rolls. Okay, let's start. Again, great book, not new, but great book that gives you also a lot of fundamentals on how to influence, how to make a change, and how to bring people to you. And in my opinion, one of the best books that ever created in that field, and that is How to Win Friends and Influence Them. It's incredible book that takes you really step by step on how to influence people, how to get people to you and making through. If it's in your career, if it's in your business, it doesn't matter, as long as you follow those guidelines. So if you already read one of those books, I would love to hear about it. Comment below. Let me know what books influenced you the most this year. Even if it's not from those top 5 lists, I would love to know what kind of book that influenced you the most on 2020. So we got the How to Win Friends and Influence Them. Next is, are you ready? Bum, 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 bum. Dare to Lead. If you want to become a leader, if you want to actually impact people, this is the book for you. It got really small steps on how to make it, how to talk, how to approach people. And in that matter, you actually walking through, and in that way, you can actually become a leader, because you have also to dare to lead, and it teaches you how to go also from your comfort zone and actually make it through. This is incredible book. I really recommend it, guys. And number 3, are you ready? Number 3 is, I'm sure not a lot of people heard about this book, but this book, if you want to follow through, if you want to make more sales, this is the book for you. And again, it's not so popular because not a lot of people heard about it, but most of the people that hear about it keep it at hush hush, because it got like those secret techniques, if you will, that helps you to go through the locks of your clients and get through them and actually make the sale through. Now this headline is not usual. At first, when someone recommended me, I said to myself, is that really a sales book? No way. But it is, and it's a great one. It's called You Can't Teach a Kid to Ride a Bike at a Seminar. I will repeat it. You Can't Teach a Kid to Ride a Bike at a Seminar by David H. Sandler. This is one of the best books I ever read about selling, because it's not doing it in an ethical way. He really teach you on how to make it with an ethical and good way that you feel good and your client feel good, that you're actually doing a service. And if you're not selling, you're doing a disservice. And this is teaching you how to do that, and not in a manipulative way like, hey, buy for me this product, this is the best product, and bam, make the sale, and you feel not so great about it, the client doesn't feel great, but that's not a sale. You're making an influence. With this book, it will help you to actually follow through and make the service that you offer right now in a better way. So I'm really excited about this book. One of the best one, going to read it, definitely going to read it over and over again. And then next one, are you ready? This is our fourth book in the list. So guys, we are at a start of a new year. We are at 2021, and this is the new year, and you have a chance to actually make it through. And this book can actually give you the guidelines on what you need to do to follow through. It's called Traction. Traction by Gino Wickman. I hope I pronounced the name right. Anyway, Traction, teaching you how to build your vision for your business, how and what kind of actions you can take with that, and also assess where are you at right now and what do you need to improve. It really have this hardcore method to actually gaining through with the vision and make it happen. And I love it. This is the first time I came across this method of creating a vision and for your business, and it's amazing. It's amazing technique. I really love it. It gives a lot of clarity and focus on where are you going on 2021 or every year, yeah, because it really teaches you the fundamental of businesses and also the plan for the business. So again, guys, if you ever heard one of those books, I would love to know what kind of takeaways you had. Comment below, and also will love to know what kind of book did you have that make the most influence in 2020 for you. Are you ready for the fifth and final book? And last but not least, and this is one of my favorite books, and it's called The Underground Advantage by Graziosi. It's incredible book because it gives you to see, first of all, to understand that even if you're just starting out, even if you are in the middle of your way, even if you don't have any experience with business and you feel like you're an underdog, this book is for you guys, because it shows you what can you actually achieve, what can you do in order to make it through, and really use the underdog advantage as someone that's just starting out. Yeah, you heard that right. You had a lot of opportunities as an underdog, especially as an underdog. So this book really recommended. Also, it's very unique. It's very unique because I never came across this. It really had those small challenges inside every single episode. When you finish an episode, you have a challenge to actually do and make, and it helps you to go through and get the leverage that you need to be the underdog and use the underdog advantage. So really love it. Again, guys, if you heard or read one of those books, I would love to know. Comment below. And if not, which one are you going to read or hear right now? What is the first in your list? All right, guys, if you haven't heard Think and Grow Rich, put it in your top. If you did, go and see what exactly fits your goals. Because also when you hear a book, that's a really pro tip that I didn't plan to share, but a pro tip for you guys. Are you ready? when you hear a book, when you buy a book, when you start to read or hear a book, don't just go and read any book. Read a book that fits to your goals, that aligns to your goal. Because if it's not aligned to your goals, therefore, why the hell are you reading that? You won't implement that. So it's just another knowledge that's got into your brain. And you don't need that. You don't need another knowledge. In these years, we have abundance of knowledge everywhere, in Instagram, in Facebook, everywhere. So what do you need is something that will direct you to your goals, toward your goals, and actually show you what you need to do in order to go, and give you reminders also. Because remember, even if you heard a book, repetition is mother of learning. And if it does align with your goals, go read it again. If not, go read it right now. What is your goal? What is your book that actually fits your goal from those top 5 or from the honorable mentions? I would love to know, guys. Comment below. Let's rock it. Let's dominate 2021, because 2020 was a challenging year, and now it's our time to grab it by the balls and make it through. So are you ready? We'd love to know. Guys, if you love this video, give me a thumbs up, that I know you love this video, and it really helps. Every like helps tremendously. So if you love this video, give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification to never miss an episode. So guys, have an amazing and a happy new year. I will see you next time. In the meantime, keep on going, keep on growing. See you next time.